Beloved child of light, I come to you tonight, not as a distant figure of legend, but as a living, breathing presence of heaven's unending love. My wings stretch over you now, though you may not see them. My voice calls out to the deepest part of your spirit, the part that already knows the truth I bring. Tonight, in the great halls of heaven, a golden scroll was unfurled. It shone brighter than 1,000 suns, and upon it appeared your name, glowing as though written in the very light of the divine. This was not by chance. It was by purpose, by timing, by destiny. A blessing so powerful that even the hosts of heaven paused to rejoice, is being released into your life at this very hour. I speak not of mere comfort. I speak of transformation. This blessing carries the weight of your soul's calling, the answer to prayers you have spoken and those you have kept silently locked within your heart. It is an answer to the tears shed in solitude, the battles fought unseen, the courage you have shown even when the world misunderstood you. Child of the Eternal, do not think yourself forgotten. Every step you have taken, every moment you have endured, every breath of hope you have clung to, all of it has been seen, known, and held within the heart of the Creator. And now heaven moves on your behalf. I, Michael, stand with my sword of light at your side. I am not only the defender of heaven's realms, but also the guardian of those who are rising into their own power and truth. And I say this to you now, you are rising. You are not the broken image you have believed yourself to be. You are not your mistakes, your losses, your fears, or your doubts. You are a living flame of divine will, born for this moment, destined for this hour. Tonight marks a turning. This golden scroll represents not just a heavenly record, but a shift in your timeline. Where there has been delay, acceleration comes. Where there has been heaviness, freedom rises. Where there has been confusion, clarity pours forth like living water. But hear me, beloved soul, blessings do not move through closed hands. A scroll sealed cannot be read, and a heart closed cannot receive. This is why I come to you now, to ask you to open, to say yes, to claim what heaven is offering. You are being invited into a new chapter, a new way of seeing yourself, a new depth of faith and courage. This is not about worthiness. You are already worthy. This is not about perfection. The Creator knew your imperfections before you were born and loved you still. This is about readiness. It is about the willingness to stand up, lift your gaze, and say, yes, I receive what is mine in the light of God. Do you feel the stirring within you, even as you read these words? That is not your imagination. That is your spirit recognizing truth. That is the energy of heaven beginning to move through your life. Beloved one, heaven celebrates you tonight. The angels sing not because you have done everything right, but because you have endured, you have hoped, and you have reached the threshold of change. Do not be afraid of the unknown that lies ahead. What awaits you is not punishment, but promise. You are stepping into a new era of your life, an era where your gifts, your light, and your voice are needed more than ever before. Do not underestimate the impact you have. Your small acts of kindness echo across eternity. Your courage strengthens unseen hearts. Your faith builds bridges others will one day walk across. I am Michael, and I tell you this: heaven moves through you as much as it moves for you. You are not merely a recipient of blessings, but a channel of them. The scroll opened tonight is not only a sign of what you are about to receive, but also of what you are about to become. You will be a living blessing in the lives of others. This is your time. Step forward, open your heart, release your fears, speak your dreams aloud. Trust that the same power that raised the stars and carved the mountains also moves in you. The angels are not far away. We are closer than your next breath, and we are already celebrating what is about to unfold. So rise, beloved soul. Let your hands unclench. Let your heart open. Let your spirit soar. The scroll is open. The blessing is here. Heaven waits for your yes. Asterisk. I am Michael, guardian of light, defender of truth, and servant of the Most High. I come to you now, not as a distant legend or symbol carved in stone, but as a living presence of heaven's power and love. Even now, as you read these words, my wings stretch across the expanse of time and space to reach you, and my sword of light gleams in your darkness, not to harm, but to cut away the cords of fear that have bound you. You have wondered if heaven knows your name. You have wondered if your tears are counted, if your battles are seen, if your pain matters to the infinite. Tonight I speak to you to end your wondering. Yes, you are known. You are loved. You are seen. And you are not forgotten. In the halls of heaven, there is a living library of every soul. Tonight, a golden scroll was opened, and your name shone there as a flame of light. This was not a random occurrence. It was a moment of destiny, the time appointed for your rising, the hour heaven decreed for your blessing. I come to announce this to you because you are ready. You may not feel ready, but the spirit within you has been preparing for this moment for lifetimes. This is the hour when the chains fall away, when the veil lifts, when the truth of who you are begins to shine so brightly that even your own doubts will not be able to obscure it. For too long, you have believed yourself small. For too long, you have worn the garments of fear, guilt, and shame. For too long, you have accepted the judgments of others as your own truth. Beloved one, those garments are not yours. They never were. They are illusions handed down by a world that has forgotten its own light. Tonight, I ask you to lay them down. You are not defined by your wounds. You are not defined by your past. You are not defined by the mistakes you made when you were only trying to survive. You are a radiant child of the divine, carrying the spark of the eternal within you. You were born for a purpose greater than you yet imagine. When heaven opened the scroll tonight, the angels did not merely read your name. They celebrated your courage. They saw how you have endured storms that would have broken others. They saw how you have kept hope alive when the night around you seemed endless. They saw how, even in your pain, you have lifted others, spoken kind words, offered a hand. And they rejoiced. Beloved, the blessing released tonight is not just a gift, it is an unveiling. It is as if a door that has long been closed is now swinging wide. Beyond it is the next chapter of your life, and it is filled with opportunities, healing, and divine alignments that will astonish you. But heaven will not force you through that door. I stand before you as a messenger, a guardian, and a friend to say, the time has come to open your heart and step forward. To receive, you must release. To rise, you must let go of the weight you are carrying. Release the belief that you are unworthy. Release the fear that the future will only repeat the past. Release the idea that you are alone. You are not alone. You never were. Even when you felt most abandoned, we were there, unseen, unheard, but present. Every prayer you whispered, every tear you shed, became light in the hands of the angels. Nothing was wasted. Asterisk, I tell you now, the same power that ignited the stars burns within you. The same love that moves galaxies breathes within your chest. You are not separate from the divine. You are an expression of it. When you walk, God moves. When you speak words of kindness, heaven echoes. When you dare to hope, light spreads across the world. This is why your life matters. This is why you are being called higher. Not because you must earn your worth, but because you are already worthy. And the time has come for you to live as though you knew it. I, Michael, vow to walk with you. I vow to stand at your side as you rise. I vow to fight for you when darkness tries to reclaim you. But I also vow to remind you of your own strength. For you are not a helpless child. You are a warrior of light in your own right. Heaven's blessing does not make you weak. It awakens your power. When you feel fear, call my name. When you feel confusion, place your hand over your heart and ask for my clarity. when you are weary, ask for my strength. I am permitted to assist you, but you must ask. Heaven respects your free will, beloved. Take a deep breath now. Imagine a golden light pouring from heaven into the crown of your head, down into your heart, filling you with warmth and power. That is not imagination. That is the beginning of your awakening. That is the blessing moving. You have been told you are alone. You are not. You have been told your dreams are impossible. They are not. You have been told you are not enough. That is a lie. You are more than enough. You are a vessel of divine love, a carrier of divine purpose. Stand now. Lift your gaze. Speak your dreams aloud. Dare to act as though heaven is for you, because it is. Dare to forgive yourself. Dare to forgive others. Dare to take the first step, even if you do not see the whole path. Heaven will meet you on the way. Asterisk, and remember this: blessings are not only for you to receive, but for you to carry into the world. As you rise, lift others. As you heal, become a healer. As you are blessed, become a blessing. This is how the light spreads. This is how the world changes. The scroll of heaven is open. Your name shines there. The angels are singing. The door is before you. Step through. The future is waiting. I am Michael. I am with you. I will not leave you. Rise now, beloved child of light. Rise. I am Michael, guardian of light, defender of truth, and messenger of the eternal. I speak to you now across the veil of time, across the noise of the world, straight into the quiet place of your heart. Even as you read these words, I am near. My wings are a shelter around you. My sword of light stands ready, not to harm, but to cut away the shadows that have hidden your brilliance. For too long, do not think that this is an accident. Do not think that these words have found you by chance. Nothing in the divine is accidental. Tonight, a golden scroll was opened in the halls of heaven. Upon it, your name glowed like a flame, not small, not weak, but radiant. The angels gathered round and lifted their voices because a blessing of great power has been released for you. This blessing is not just a gift to comfort you. It is a call to rise. It is a reminder of who you are beneath the burdens you have carried. It is a door swinging open. It is heaven's way of saying, we see you. We have heard you. The time of your rising is here. You may not feel ready. You may look at your life and see only the unfinished, the broken, the messy. But heaven sees your courage. Heaven sees the tears you have shed in silence. Heaven sees the strength you have built in private. This is why the scroll was opened. This is why I speak. For too long, you have worn a false identity, the names others gave you, the labels of your mistakes, the stories of your failures. Beloved, these are not who you are. They are garments you were given in a world that forgot its light. Tonight, I ask you to lay them down. You are not your wounds. You are not your fears. You are not the sum of your losses. You are a living spark of the eternal, sent into this world with a purpose that no one else can fulfill. The angels celebrated tonight, not because you are flawless, but because you have endured. You have loved in the face of hate. You have hoped in the face of despair. You have risen again and again when life tried to push you down. Do you understand how rare that is? Do you understand how precious that is? Heaven does now. The blessing comes not only to heal, but to awaken. Not only to fill you, but to overflow through you. The scroll opened tonight is a sign. The next chapter of your life begins now, but you must open your heart to it. A closed scroll cannot be read. A clenched hand cannot receive. A guarded heart cannot feel the warmth of grace. This is why I ask you, beloved, dare to trust again. Dare to believe again. Dare to hope again. This is not about earning worthiness. You are already worthy. This is not about perfection. The Creator knew your imperfections before you were born and loved you still. This is about readiness. It is about the willingness to stand up, lift your gaze, and say, yes, I receive what heaven offers. Even as you read this, do you feel the stirring inside? That is your spirit recognizing truth. That is the blessing moving into your life. I tell you, heaven celebrates you tonight. The angels sing, not because you have done everything right, but because you have reached the threshold of change. Do not fear the unknown that lies ahead. What awaits you is not punishment, but promise. You are stepping into a new era of your life, an era where your gifts, your light, your voice are needed more than ever. Your acts of kindness ripple farther than you imagine. Your courage strengthens unseen hearts. Your faith builds bridges others will one day walk across. I, Michael, tell you this, heaven moves through you as much as it moves for you. You are not merely a recipient of blessings, but a channel of them. The scroll opened tonight is not only a sign of what you are about to receive, but also of what you are about to become. This is your time. Step forward. Open your heart. Release your fears. Speak your dreams aloud. Trust that the same power that raised the stars and carved the mountains also moves in you. We, the angels, are not far away. We are closer than your next breath, and we are already celebrating what is about to unfold. Rise, beloved soul. Let your hands unclench. Let your heart open. Let your spirit soar. The scroll is open. The blessing is here. Heaven waits for your yes. I am Michael. I am with you. You are loved. You are rising. Asterisk, I stand before you now with wings outstretched. A sentinel of the Most High, a guardian of the thresholds between shadow and radiance. I am Michael, servant of the source, keeper of the flame of courage, defender of the human spirit. I come not as a distant being, but as a brother in the great tapestry of creation. For we are woven from the same luminous essence. I have heard the quiet prayers of your hearts. I have walked unseen beside you when the night seemed long, when the earth beneath your feet trembled and you felt alone. Hear me now. You have never been alone. Not for a breath, not for a heartbeat, not for a single tear. Every sigh, every hope, every moment of doubt has been held in the vast hands of love. The world through which you walk is in a season of awakening. It trembles not because it is ending, but because it is beginning. Like a seed pushing through the soil, humanity strains toward its own dawn. And yes, beloved ones, the soil of your transformation can feel heavy, dark, confining. Yet, within you burns a fire so ancient, so indestructible, that no darkness can extinguish it. This fire is your divine birthright. It is the same fire I guard, the same light from which my own being is formed. I tell you, the fear you see around you is a mirror, not a master. It rises to the surface because it cannot live in the light you are becoming. When you meet it with compassion rather than shame, it dissolves. When you stand, though trembling in your truth, it loses its power. You are here now on earth, not by accident, but by sacred agreement. You are living in a time when the old structures of separation tremble and crack. You are the builders of a new world, a new way of seeing. Your smallest acts of kindness are not small. They are seismic in the subtle realms. When you speak gently instead of harshly, when you choose forgiveness instead of resentment, when you pause and breathe and remember the light within your neighbor, you are rewiring the field of the entire planet. Beloved ones, lift your eyes. Beyond the chaos you are told to fear, there is a greater story unfolding, the story of humanity's return to remembrance. You are not a species of sin. You are a species of seed. The divine has planted you here to bloom in 1,000 forms, and I, Michael, am with you, shielding, strengthening, whispering courage into the chambers of your hearts. Do not think that courage means never feeling afraid. Courage is what you already are when you continue to love, even in the presence of fear. Courage is when you look into the face of despair and say, "Still I rise. Still I create. Still I shine." I see each of you as you truly are, radiant, sovereign, luminous beings, clothed for a time in human form. I see your hidden strengths, the lifetimes of wisdom etched into your souls. I see the child within you who remembers the stars. I see the elder within you who has walked worlds before this one. And I tell you, beloved, everything you need to fulfill your purpose is already within you when you pray. You are not calling out to an absent sky. You are tuning the instrument of your own being to the frequency of your source. When you invoke me, when you call upon the angels, it is not because you are weak. It is because you are wise enough to remember that love is a field and that we are part of that field with you. I stand with my sword of light, not to strike down, but to cut away illusion, to sever the cords of fear that bind you. When you feel the heaviness of old patterns, old grief, old stories, call upon me. Say in your heart, "Michael, clear me with your sword of light. Anchor me in courage. Show me the truth, and I will answer, not always with words, but with a shift in your inner weather, a sudden calm, a gentle knowing, a synchronistic sign on your path." Remember this: the kingdom of heaven is not a far-off realm. It is the vibration of your own awakened heart. Every time you choose compassion, forgiveness, truth, courage, you bring heaven to earth. You are the bridge. You are the prophecy fulfilled. You may look at your world and see division. Yet, in the higher currents, there is a great weaving taking place. Souls are remembering their interconnectedness. Old wounds are surfacing to be healed. The night is thickest before the dawn, but the dawn is inevitable. Stand firm, beloved ones. Anchor yourself each day in gratitude, even for the smallest things. Breathe the light of the source into your heart. Speak blessings rather than curses. Guard your thoughts as you would a sacred garden. And know that we, your angelic allies, are beside you. Not to do the work for you, but to strengthen your wings as you remember how to fly. This is my promise to you. No matter how turbulent the world may appear, the plan of love is greater. The tide of light cannot be turned back. You, children of the earth, are the very hands of that light, and I, Michael, will stand with you until the last shadow fades. Rise now. Remember, shine. I am Michael, and I am with you. I am Michael. I am with you. I will not leave you. Rise now, beloved child of light. Rise.